Quincy, a senior. He's going to be opposed by James Carroll of Needham, who we've seen a little bit too much of lately, and is an excellent wrestler. James Carroll is a junior, so we'll be seeing him next year, I'm sure, as well. And of course, Needham going to their championship singlets here, not their normal uniform, that all white with the gold on the side. And Josh Gerry in the blue. To get to the finals, Josh Gerry had a tech fall, a pin, and a major. And James Carroll, who was second in the Division II Metro sectional, came on like gangbusters with a tech fall, a 2-1 decision, and then a 5-3 decision. So he's wrestling a little above his station tonight, and having beaten some sectional champs to get in here.
Gerry quickly takes Carroll down here. Nope, still not down. Excuse me, no control. Still neutral. About 1:10 left in the period here.
Actually, I think I may have misread that. Now that I remember, James Carroll was the sectional champion. Just misreading my information here. My apologies to James.
We'll take it out of your check at the end of the week.
0 minus 0 is.
And there's 2 points for Gerry with the takedown. So
2-0.
Needham, I think, has got the distinction of the only other Rockets named team in the state, I believe.
I think so.
Reading and Needham having a common denominator. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you.
Gerry on top here, trying to turn Carroll.
Carroll's got to do something from the bottom here. Referee looking to see that he tries to improve his position, gets to his knees, take advantage. Gerry here with that tight waist.
That's the period.
That'll be it.
2-0 at the end of one period for Josh Gerry.
So Josh Gerry will choose down here at the beginning of the second period. James Carroll will set up here on the right side of his opponent. Clean start. Carroll with that tight waist, and Gerry's out relatively quickly.
3-0.
Almost effortlessly.
With almost 2 periods to go. Gerry in with the shot.
Front headlock, tries to turn the corner, doesn't get it.
Gerry in there so quick. Trying to cover that waist. There you go. He gets the 2. Covered the waist. It's 5-0. And Josh Gerry's got to be feeling the confidence now. And for James Carroll, he's got to figure out something from the bottom. And he at this score, he's going to have to get on top of Josh Gerry and turn him.
Josh Gerry with that. Nope. Looks like that wrist in half. He thinks the better of it. We've got a stall warning on Josh Gerry from the top. So the first warning issued here on either wrestler. About a minute left here in the second period. Carroll quickly tries to stand, doesn't get it. Back down to his knees. Josh Gerry riding here, all of his weight on his opponent, just on his back, and just the tips of his toes in contact with the mat. And Carroll's got to do something from the bottom here, John. He's basically just hanging out here. I know that Gerry's got the leg in, but he's got to crawl forward and try to do something from the bottom here. There's that Jacobs hook.
Oh, trying to turn Carroll's shoulders to the mat, and they're out of bounds.
About a minute left in the period, I think.
So about halfway through this particular bout.
Packed house tonight. Marshfield has stands on both sides of the action and very well attended tonight. I'm going to guess there's perhaps 250 people here, 300 people in attendance, plus athletes. Josh Gerry with that cross wrist. And
clock is on the mat. Oops. There was a clock. There was a timekeeping issue, I believe.
It looked
no,
like
it's an injury.
It looked like James Carroll tapped out there. It looked like at the very end he was complaining about something on his foot or ankle. Looks like it's his right ankle, John. And his coach comes to the rescue. Looks like it's a cramp. That's what it is.
Yep.
You can see his coach there trying to stretch out that leg. These boys have had at least 2 hours of downtime, actually more if the finalists.
Yes, a lot. They were finished at around 12:30 today.
So they should have had plenty of time to hydrate and get fed. And
well, this is the 130-pound weight class, and I can guarantee you that although these boys weighed 130 pounds earlier today, they do not weigh 130 pounds now. Because they've finally been able to eat and hydrate and have lots of water.
You can see how small this mat is. That was basically 3 steps and they're out of bounds here already.
That's the end of the period. John, what is the range of size allowed?
I believe it's 24-foot minimum, 32-foot maximum for.
That's a big difference.
Massachusetts high school. And I don't know the college.
Colleges, I think, are a little larger.
Matt Leahy may be able to fill us in.
Here we start the third period. 5-0 for Josh Gerry. Oh, and Carroll had that. Carroll had that, but it was out of bounds. He spun for the takedown, but it was out of bounds.
Sometimes that line is your best friend.
Yes. Gerry in there on the single.
Trying to cover the waist here. Drives his waist another 2 points.
7-0.
Gerry with that tight waist. Gives it up, goes back to it. Keeping his full weight on his opponent, just the tips of his toes in contact with the mat here. Carroll tries to get up, doesn't get it, returned back to the mat here, so Gerry's still in control of this match.
And Josh Gerry has just dominated James Carroll so far. Carroll has not been able to get any offense going at all.
Looks like Josh is trying to set up for a cradle here. I think he's got it locked. He does. Trying to just take his time and sit back.
Clock is on the mat, so I don't think he's going to have time to get this move off.
Well, James Carroll just playing the Iron Frog here, so well fought match by both opponents, but Josh Gerry prevails here with a score of 7-0. And it takes us to 135 pounds here.
And we're having a little bit of brother action here because we have Matt